And I have done a lot of work since I last built on camera. As you can see, there's a whole new section. I still forgot to make this classroom, so I'm just going to block it off. And there's a lot more area and space. And it's right next to a McDonald's, so you can see the wall there where the McDonald's was. So I think we're going to start right in the cafeteria, where I am going to get some smooth stone slabs. I don't really need light blocks anymore, so let's put them back there. And then, see, we just sort of add that, and then we have maybe this here, and then we can sort of have 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2. So that looks nice, and then we can go ahead and grab ourselves some furnaces, blast furnaces and smokers. Now I know blast furnaces only smelt metal, but they look a lot like an oven, so I'm going to be having them. So we'll have 3 furnaces, then we'll have a few blast furnaces, some smokers, and then that's basically good. I mean, this is kind of good until you realize we don't have any seats. So I think we're going to use jungle, and then we can just use jungle planks. Oops. So jungle planks, and then it just keeps it nice and simple, rather than making it really complex with the design. So I'm going to start by doing this, and then there's not really space there. So then we can kind of just keep doing it along all through the cafeteria. It'll be quite nice. Another thing to note is the younger kids, they'll enter through this part, but older kids will enter through the other part that we already had. So that's I guess interesting, if you would call it interesting, or not, but it doesn't really matter. And then we can just sort of finish with 1 more of these. So then that is the cafeteria done. This is just going to be an entrance to a playground. Okay, now this is a small classroom. So we don't need, it's basically just clear my hotbar, because we're probably not going to need any of that. So if we get some black concrete, we can build a small electric whiteboard there, and then we can just add a few seats and tables, and then that should be good. So we just add that. No, we only really need 1 for each. So then that's basically good. I don't know where the teacher's gonna sit, but it doesn't even matter because this is Minecraft, so yeah. And now we can, well, this one is quite big, so it's got a dark spot in the middle, but I don't really care. What we could do is we can have 2 4x3 ones of these right here, and then we add the same style of seats. So then it's basically just got more people in, except for we're not going to have that seat. So then we can basically just add these, and then we're done. So now we go up here to this one, which is actually a staff room. So basically in a staff room, I think you just kind of have like a sofa like that, and then there's kind of like a table, I guess. Well, this is what it's going to be like in this staff room. And then we're going to have 2 bits of glass for cookie jars. And that's basically done. So now it's another classroom, which is basically interactive whiteboard room. So that's it. And then literally just that. So then I'm going to see if I can mix it up a little bit in the other ones. So I'm going to use smooth quartz for like a science one next, because that will at least add some difference. And instead of that, I'm actually going to use this to make a whiteboard, because that makes more sense for science. And then we can add the desks back in and the seats. It's a bit tight for space, but you know. Oops. Now, hold on, did I break the wrong one? Yeah, there we go. Okay, so now we can work on the next classroom, which is just going to be the same, like almost the exact same as what we've already been, except there wouldn't even be space for it like that. So I think maybe we just do that. There's like barely any space in these classrooms, so that's my fault, but it doesn't matter. So this one's a bit more spacious, so got the 4x3 electric whiteboard, and then we add these. Yeah, that will be good, except oops, I need some more mangrove planks. There we go. So we're gonna want to leave a gap of 2 blocks, and then there won't be space if we leave another gap. But this is probably one of the better classrooms, I would say. And then these 2 are just another 2 of the ones we've made, except for the fact that part of the walls are made of green screens. Well, it's not like green screens, but it looks like it. So I wouldn't blame you if you called it a green screen. It's basically green screen. You could literally green screen it. We've got that. So now we've just got this. And then there's literally only 2 seats. This is sort of like a private classroom, I guess. And then move on down. We've got our last classroom. It's quite spacious. So this one, I'm going to try do it a bit differently. So maybe we can do like a blackboard. I haven't really done any of them. And then we just sort of move this down, and we've got a blackboard here, which, oops, yeah, this is hard to place. Oh no. There we go. And that's it. We can just do that and then we add that. So we've got basically a nice blackboard, then that one too. That is a space note. So then we just kind of add the seats. And now we've got another classroom, I guess. That's the other classroom that leads to the night outdoors, but it doesn't matter. Let's get rid of all this stuff, and I'm gonna try and build a basketball hoop. So go into decorative stone, there's deep slate tiles, then I think deep slate tile stairs, and then I should be able to get deep slate tile walls, and I'm pretty sure spruce trapdoors, and I think I should be able to make it from this. So we'll basically need 2 basketball hoops each side. So we can just make this, and then we will just do this up, and then I guess we have this as the backboard, and then we have like hold on, I'm gonna need some more blocks just to place off of. So basically that, then that, then that. Yeah, I'm gonna build the other ones on camera, and then we can kind of get onto the other playground, and I might show you the map of this whole planet at the end. So that's basically it. Actually, let's get some dark oak, and then let's build a sort of thing that's supported, because there's lots of dark oak in our area, so we can sort of use that. Actually, I might strip it, and I'm using an axe because it's like satisfying when you strip it, like so satisfying. So we just sort of have this, and then let's sort of add that. We make sure it's like this. There we go. And then basically let's get some jungle as well, so then we can sort of make like one of those bridges that sort of goes like that, and then you have like this, and then like that. So if you actually think this looks like a climbing frame, then yeah, I mean this is like an okay climbing frame. It's definitely not the best, like, because it's Minecraft. It's very hard to build climbing frames in Minecraft. So let's just do this, and then that, then we can sort of, let's add like a slide out of prismarine, so then like this and that. It's a slide or a staircase, I mean, like whatever you guys want to actually call it, because I don't really care. This is kind of like just the last part, so yeah. And then we sort of have like that, and then this, then that, and then like that. That looks terrible, but I do not care. And then on here, let's just something like that. And I'm going to grab some ladders because I want to. And then, of course, I need barriers. So let's grab some barriers. This is sort of like a rope ladder. So then it goes up the barriers. And now we just need to strip the rest. And we're basically done with that. Just got to make sure this last one and those are stripped. Okay, I've got to make sure to put the barrier back in my inventory. Don't want to lose it. Something I do want to lose is these jungle planks though. And now we can get rid of this. But there is one last thing I want to add to this school, and that is windows. Because like there's not really much lime, which is my favorite color, visible on the outside. And that is bad. We need to basically add lime. And also, if there's no windows, people could kind of just escape and burglars could get in. So this is why we need windows. And we've got all those windows, and basically I'll add all the windows off camera, and then I will go back to you and we'll look at the map and I'll show you the different regions. We have finished the basketball hoop, the other basketball hoop now. So the next thing that I want to do, and this is actually like the last thing that I need to do for this school before we have a look at the map of the place, is to finish off with a playground. So I'm going to be making it out of andesite because that is a beautiful block. And, well, I don't care if you guys don't like andesite, but I like andesite, so I'm using andesite. And basically, we need to make sure this is all the right height. So let's just, there's so much snow on the road, just to say. And then we've basically done that. So you can walk up onto the andesite. I don't think I'll make it all the way up to the science lab because it's just gonna be like a small thing, maybe a few trees in like the background. By the way, I just need to make sure this tree can burn because that's the quickest way to get rid of it. Let's just remove the bit where these trees connect because I don't want it like burning down the other tree as well. I'm failing horribly at that though. So just ignore that this tree is basically ignore that the other tree is in ruins and on fire, and just let's build this. Actually, we're probably gonna need to get rid of that tree anyway, but let's just build this playground and burn this tree too, because why not? Actually, let's chop it down manually because that might actually be quicker since it's just a small oak tree. And then we've got that done. So now we can basically just build this all out. I think I might need like a small wall, and then so like hold on, I'll put like a fence gate here because otherwise students could probably still escape, even though this is Minecraft, but still need to make it logical, even though there's no like teacher offices, but there's a staff room, so that's basically the same thing. Well, it's definitely not, but it still works. So they can just use the staff room for whatever they use their offices for, and that will definitely work in this school, I hope. Anyway, it's right next to a McDonald's, so you could just go have that for dinner. I mean, literally, a teacher could just go out into McDonald's, get the McDonald's to eat while they're doing their teacher work. I don't actually know what teachers do. Like, they have to make the things for the students. They have to make the lessons. They have to, like, mark work. But I don't really know what else they do other than, like, plan the lessons and, like, talk to each other. I guess they also plan other things for the students, but I don't really know. So, yeah, if you want to know those things, just ask a real life teacher, because I do not know. And then we just get this yellow. And then, you know what? I'm going to get some cobbled deep slate. And then I'm basically just going to do this. So now this tree is not actually growing grass. Actually, I'm gonna grab some moss carpets. So moss carpet. I think moss carpet should be in the carpets section, but it's not, and it doesn't need to be. So I don't think it will be. And then we've got that like this. So that's nice. We can add all of this, and then basically it goes up to here, and then basically we've got all this. So now we just need to fill in this with andesite, and we can start building a climbing frame. And we'll need like swings to use on the climbing frame and stuff. That might actually be the hardest part, the swings. We're gonna have like a slide and stuff. So yeah, this is gonna definitely be quite hard. I'm not gonna say it's like that hard, because it's still pretty easy compared to like making the whole school in total. And then let's get rid of all of this. Let's get some logs.